William Howe, 5th Viscount Howe, 1729–1814, was a senior British military officer who played a significant role in the American Revolutionary War, 1775–1783. As Commander-in-Chief of British forces in North America, 1775–1778, he led key campaigns including the captures of Boston, New York City, and Philadelphia. Despite his early military successes, his leadership was marked by strategic miscalculations, particularly during the Saratoga campaign, which contributed to Britain's failure to suppress the American Rebellion. Early life and military career. Born into a prestigious British military family, William Howe was the third son of Emmanuel Howe, 2nd Viscount Howe, and Charlotte von Kielmansegg, a relative of King George I. He followed his family's tradition of military service, beginning his career in the British Army in 1746. During the Seven Years' War, 1756–1763, Howe gained recognition for his bravery and tactical skill. He participated in major British victories including the Siege of Louisbourg, 1758, an important British victory in Canada, the Battle of Quebec, 1759, where he played a role in the British conquest of New France, the capture of Havana, 1762, a significant British victory against Spain. His success and experience in North America made him a natural choice for a leadership role when the American colonies rebelled. Role in the American Revolutionary War. 1. Howe's early victories, Boston and New York, 1775–1776. When the American Revolution began in 1775, Howe was appointed Commander-in-Chief of British forces in North America, succeeding General Thomas Gage. His early campaigns were largely successful. Siege of Boston, April 1775 to March 1776. Howe arrived in Boston after the battles of Lexington and Concord and led British forces in the Battle of Bunker Hill, June 1775, a costly victory for the British. However, the arrival of American artillery on Dorchester Heights, March 1776, forced Howe to evacuate Boston, retreating to Nova Scotia. New York and New Jersey Campaign, 1776 and July 1776, Howe launched an invasion of New York City. His overwhelming victory at the Battle of Long Island, August 1776, forced George Washington's Continental Army to retreat. Howe then captured Manhattan and New York City, establishing it as the main British base. The Battle of Trenton, December 1776. Despite his successes, Howe's decision to station his forces in winter quarters in New Jersey allowed Washington to strike back in the famous Battle of Trenton, boosting American morale. 2. The Philadelphia Campaign, 1777–1778. In 1777, Howe focused on capturing Philadelphia, the American capital. He successfully defeated Washington at the Battle of Brandywine, September 1777. The Battle of Germantown, October 1777. British troops occupied Philadelphia in September 1777, but the campaign failed to decisively crush the rebellion. 3. Strategic failures and the Saratoga disaster, 1777. One of Howe's greatest criticisms was his failure to support General John Burgoyne in the Saratoga campaign. Instead of marching north to assist Burgoyne's forces in New York, Howe prioritized capturing Philadelphia. This left Burgoyne isolated, leading to the surrender of his entire army at Saratoga, October 1777, a turning point in the war that convinced France to enter the conflict on the American side. 4. Resignation and return to Britain, 1778. Following growing criticism of his leadership and strategic decisions, Howe resigned in 1778 and returned to England, replaced by Sir Henry Clinton. Although he defended his actions before Parliament, many blamed him for Britain's struggles in the war. Later years and legacy. After returning to Britain, Howe held military posts but never commanded in battle again. He became governor of Plymouth and later inherited the title of Viscount Howe. He died in 1814 with his legacy remaining controversial, praised for his military skill but criticized for strategic missteps that contributed to Britain's defeat. Conclusion. William Howe was a talented British general whose victories in New York and Philadelphia demonstrated his tactical skill. However, his failure to coordinate with other British forces and missed opportunities to crush Washington's army ultimately contributed to the failure of Britain's war effort. His leadership remains a subject of debate, highlighting the challenges Britain faced in attempting to suppress the American Revolution.